I'm going to break down the theory to Boys Don't Cry. So the thing about the song is in the key of A major. So for me, the really easiest way of thinking about A major and making it useful, at least in terms of chords, is to lay it up and down the length of one string. So you start with the open note, second, fourth, fifth, seventh, ninth, 11th, and then the 12th. So you should be able to do that confidently, that you can get up and down that scale. And then what happens is the chords are built on each note of that scale. So the first one is major, minor, minor, major, major, minor. Now when you get to the 11th fret, you've got this funny chord. Basically it's a minor scale with a flattened fifth. So the way you play it is you play 11, 12, use your pinky to get 13, and then your ring finger to get 12. Let's just show you the chord. So 11, 12, 13 and 12. And you get this. And then when you get back to there, you've got an A chord again. So that in itself is a really good exercise. And so by laying out the major scale in that way and those chord shapes, suddenly what the theory helps you is to navigate the song. Because once you understand that sequence of chords and you can build it, then you're just there going, okay, you can see how it all fits together. So the first part of the song. And you should see you're just literally climbing up the chords in the scale. And then it's got another bit that goes. And that's just hopping between the two minor chords. That'll be the second and the third chord. And then it's got a final bit that goes. And again, you can see you're just hopping between the major, the minor, the major, the minor, then it hops back to the other major and the other major, and that's it. So by knowing that sequence of chords, you're there going, it almost unconsciously lays it out for you. So if you know that sequence of chords and you're just learning the song, you just realise you're just hopping up and down between different parts of that scale. Now what we can also do is extend this into another exercise, so we could change it into the key of E and use it to practice our E bar chords. So there we go, and the same thing applies. Major, minor, minor, major, major. Now we've got our weird chords, but you can get away with it if you play it here. 11, 12, 13. Doesn't sound particularly nice, but it doesn't come up too often. And again, that's a really good exercise, just going up and down the chords in the scale. And then you could play the song in the key of E. Then it's got the second bit. And it's got the last bit. And there you go. So that's a strategy that you can use. You can take a chord progression and we can play it in the key of A and in the key of E, and that gives you a really good way to get your ears around you know, the chords in that scale and that are related to it, and play it with the chord progression that you know and is kind of fun to play and isn't particularly bluesy. Okay, hope that helps.